What's up, everybody? This is Beard Laws, episode number 50. 50th time. For some reason, some of you have came back, or maybe it's the first time that you came back and you'll come back for the next 50. We have an exciting show lined up. As you guys know, we have Barr_None, who's going to be our guest tonight, and we have a new segment that nobody knows about that we're going to bring in here pretty soon. So what we're going to do is hit you guys with the introduction. Then you're going to see our beautiful faces and Logan's. Welcome. This is Beard Laws, episode 50. Logan's here. Iron Sanctuary's here. And so are all you amazing people. So thank you guys for taking some time on your Thursday. Come check this out. It's going to be a heck of a show.
Sure it is.
We got, like
I'm
I said,
excited.
we got Barr_None backstage, and we have a secret guest that nobody really knows about except for all the people that he told about and we told about backstage. So as you obviously you can see, Logan's over here chilling at his unnamed sports desk. Logan, what do you got going
on? Yes. It's Eastern Standard Logan time.
Eastern Standard Logan time for everybody that knows. Logan just kind of runs on his own time. Shirts are available at beardlaws.com if you want a picture with that ugly face.
Who doesn't?
And shout out Squidward.
I don't.
Shout out Squidward.
I don't, Logan. I don't want one.
Now you're lying.
And obviously everybody knows this is Iron Sanctuary. What do you got going on, man?
Not much, just hanging out. I just squatted 405, so that's
Squatted
kind of
405, so
no big deal.
Yeah, he was saying that earlier, and I said I used a squatty potty. It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. And yeah, that's. Oh, my new kicks came in today. They're in the other room, but they're my retro 5s. They're orange, so they match the orange hat that I just bought and the orange shirts that I just bought because my daughter has a bunch of orange clothing for Halloween.
Tis the season. Yeah, tis the season. And if anybody hasn't seen, he's got one of the coolest shoe displays that I've ever seen. You guys can check it out on his latest video. And not only with the shoe display, he's got those killer, what are they, hat tacks?
Hat tacks.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested in that, he's got actually has a link in his bio. You guys can check him out if you know what we're talking about. Pretty awesome stuff. We're going to get some in the studio. So one thing I want to do, we're also live on the Talking Beards Network, and they are in the process of hosting an amazing beard competition called Beards for Maddie. So it's a fundraiser, obviously, for Maddie. If you guys want to check it out, you can go to the Facial Hair League app. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's an actual app. It's like fantasy for beards. So it's the FHL or Facial Hair League. You go to it. It's the only live competition right now. So you can go in there, create a quick account, and then you can actually go in and vote. And I'm entry number 69 because, why wouldn't I be?
Because of course.
So I'm entry 69. If you guys want to throw me a vote, that'd be pretty cool. There's some amazing beards. So ladies, if you're into beards, dudes, if you want to see some cool beards, Facial Hair League, check out Beards from Eddie. And they're also going to be live 7 o'clock on Facebook.com/TalkingBeards if you want to kind of see some of the contestants and see who wins and everything like that. So it's a great cause. Great couple of dudes and their news guys. Probably the second best news guy because breaking news. We have the coolest news guy ever, and this is going to be our new segment. That was a cool little segue that we just did. Brandon McDermott, I don't know if you guys have seen him, but he's on TikTok. He has the coolest voice that I think I've ever heard, and I'm not just saying that. And if you guys don't believe me, see for yourself, because we're going to bring him into our new segment that's going to be Beard Law News. So we just happen to have a cool little video, and then we're going to bring him in. So everybody, welcome Brandon. Hey!
What's up, Brandon?
What's going on, man?
And it's 9:05 Eastern Time, 8:05 Central. I'm Brandon McDermott with Beard Law News. Patrons at a 7-Eleven in Florida were treated yesterday to a lewd display of a 28-year-old woman who allegedly exposed and pleasured herself near the front doors of the convenience store. Police allege that Vanessa Lee Jones did take part in what was called intentional self-gratification while outside a 7-Eleven store around 11 a.m. Wednesday, which begs the question, what is unintentional self-gratification? Jones was arrested for lewd and lascivious exhibition, which is a felony in her state. Her court date is pending, but officials say she'll likely be handcuffed to avoid an outburst of similar acts at trial. And a trip to the Golden State, where Lorenzo Marujo might be a small person standing less than 5 feet tall, but on Monday night, the 67-year-old proved she can pack a punch. According to police, Marujo confronted her intruder while he broke into her apartment. Marujo, who has 26 years of martial arts training, said he grabbed me and he shook me. Yet another satisfied AC/DC fan. But the story ends in a happy place where the woman was allegedly beating the man with her cane after he came into her apartment, caused him to run away with a story he'll never share with anyone. That is, if he wants to keep his dignity. And construction worker Justin Driscoll brought claims of retaliatory termination and wrongful discharge in violation of North Carolina common law. He alleged there were two reasons his boss fired him: because of complaints about his supervisor's drinking and a fight they had, and because his employer believed that he would file a workers' compensation claim due to his injuries from the fight with his boss. A federal appeals court has ruled that the employee who was attacked and fired is entitled to more than $1 million in damages and legal costs. The second prize was a pack of steaks. And Americans have reported drinking alcohol more frequently and in higher quantities since last year. That, according to a study published in the American Journal of American Medicine. The greatest changes were among women and people 30 to 59 years old. On average, alcohol was consumed 1 day or more per month by 3 out of every 4 adults. Frequency of alcohol consumption for women increased by nearly 20%. Heavy drinking among women, 4 or more drinks every few hours, spiked 41% since last year. And adults aged 30 to 59 years increased their drinking by 20% since 2019. After hearing the news, Americans everywhere are yelling, "Duh, have you seen 2020?
Facts.
And Luke Keys has always loved Halloween. Every year, the software engineer and his wife create a haunted science lab in their garage for kids in their Texas neighborhood to explore. But wanting to encourage social distancing this year, Keys decided to scrap those plans and focus on a backup, a candy-delivering robot. A longtime robotics enthusiast, Keys began building his robot named Artie 8 years ago out of Lego bricks and a Roomba. But there have been several changes to Artie over the years. But the robot now measures more than 6 feet tall and he weighs about 300 pounds. Made out of a power wheelchair and some leftover boat shed, several cameras, and a lot of wood. And it's controlled with an Xbox controller. This is a great idea and certainly an upgrade from my idea of shooting candy with a slingshot from my porch.
I think that worked.
Sports news. Back in March, Miami University of Ohio sent Bozeman High School of Montana a letter asking it to change its logo, given the fact that a copyright on the similar logo. Now the Bozeman school will make the change. Miami of Ohio requested that Bozeman stop using the logo last March, following up with the school as recently as last month. By taking its time, Bozeman would likely get a few years to make the change. Officials at Bozeman, though, have called the move odd for a college team to push a high school team to change its logo, especially since Miami of Ohio doesn't even seem to know what state it's supposed to be in. For the record, no one even knows where Oxford, Ohio actually is. For Beard Law News, I'm Brandon McDermott.
Yes.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Nice.
That was amazing. And obviously, guys, so Brandon, we're going to put you on the big screen and he'd watch
Can
that.
you narrate my next intentional, what was it you called it?
Unintentional self-gratification.
Okay, so can you narrate my next intentional self-gratification?
Do you have 10 seconds free tomorrow?
5. All I need is 5.
$19.99.
It's been 6 weeks for me. All I need is 5 seconds.
Fair enough. He'll fit you in his schedule. So I'm going to put you on the big screen, Brandon. Tell them where they can find you, on all the social medias. And obviously, guys, if you want Brandon, don't knock all this shit down. Think I can do it?
You got it.
I got it.
Nice.
All right, guys, obviously, Brandon, he's an author. He's not just an amazing voice. Here's a memoir of his life. So if you guys want, he's going to tell you about it. But I just wanted to show off the picture. And obviously, you guys can check that out. All right, Brandon, tell the people where to find you.
You can find me on TikTok at Brandon J. McDermott. I'm on Instagram at McDermott.Brandon, on YouTube at Brandon McDermott Productions. And you can find that book that Matt there showed you there, Abandoned Brandon, on Amazon, Amazon.com. And right now we're doing a special. We're helping out 2 families. Every dollar that we raise here until the end of October through PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, that's linked in my TikTok bio. We're donating that to 2 families. We had a follower in our TikTok community who would come and we'd have conversations in our lives about PTSD and stuff like that. He was a military veteran who took his life on Sunday, and his wife reached out to us and told us how much of a fan he was of the channel. And so we're donating half of all the proceeds we get through the end of October to his widow, their 3 children. And the other half is going to a woman named Carrie Cody, who is also on TikTok and a fan of our page, who is suffering from a rare form of blood cancer. And She has to go into the hospital for 100 days, won't be able to see her daughter as a single mother for 100 days, no Christmas, no Thanksgiving. And so we're going to be donating 50% to one family, 50% to the other family. Every dollar we make, whether it's through things I sell or anything like that, will go to these families. 25% of all my proceeds to my book from here on out also will go to help these families.
Awesome stuff, man. That's awesome. And we'll chat offline. I got an idea to help you out a little bit as well, I think. So we'll chat there. Guys, make sure you guys check it out. Check out all the social media. Go follow him, and look forward to having him on the show a lot more. He's going to be a dad, and I forgot how much longer you have, so he's going to be a first-time dad. So when that happens, as you know, with Iron Sanctuary, probably won't see him for just a little bit, but we'll bring him back, and he's going to look a little more refreshed. He's going to look like shit, so it's going to be funny to see.
You see how you can barely see my eyes open? It's because of the bags. There's bags underneath bags and on top too. So, yeah.
That's always yeah.
That's what it's going to look like.
Looking forward to it. I appreciate it.
Brandon McDermott, everybody, thank you very much, and we'll see you back for hopefully episode number 51.
Yes, sir.
All right, have a good rest.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, guys, make sure you follow him on all the social medias. That is the Beard Laws News. Guy's amazing. He's got quite the story to tell in his book. And obviously, he's just an amazing dude. So if anybody has the means, make sure you help out a couple of great causes. So why most of you are here, we know week in and week out, it's not to talk to Logan. It's kind of to talk to Iron Sanctuary. But tonight, most of you guys are here to see the amazing Bar None. So if you guys are ready, and if he's ready backstage, he looks ready. I can't tell if that was the middle. Yeah, that's the middle finger. Yep. He says we're number one. I think that's for Iron Sanctuary.
That was for Iron Sanctuary.
Yeah, that's for Iron Sanctuary. So we're gonna hit you guys with the intro, get the introduction, get them in here. So let's do it. Boop. So as mentioned, Bar None is the guest tonight. He's a man who started TikTok with a car story time about almost having to fight a 9-year-old over an internet outage, and we all know who would have won that fight. A man whose snack game advice can be used at the late night bar scene to help you get some of them ladies home. A man who's angry Chipotle doesn't open earlier, and I can't blame him there. A man who rocks a plain white tee cutoff better than any homeless man that I've ever seen. A man who should be writing signs for states because his make way more sense. A man who lifts big ass ladders in the middle of a lane just so he doesn't have to miss shoulder day. A man who always takes everything up a notch, for instance, shower beers. He does shower shots. A man who climbs more poles than Diamond, Cinnamon, Crystal, Candy, and Amber combined. A man who talks about how small his penis is very often. The CEO of Real Talk, the CEO of Sarcasm and Humor, the CEO of The Lamp Mic, the CEO of Road Rage. A man with a bigger heart and an even bigger mouth, but he backs it up because he's an amazing dude and somebody that we're proud to call our bearded brother, the one, the only, Bar None!
That was a bit much, but I appreciate it.
He's got a little bit of a beard.
Also, before we start anything, the fact that the Iron Sanctuary is flexing 405 is hilarious because that's not very heavy.
Squatting? How much can you squat?
Well, 405, but you have 100 pounds on me.
How much do you weigh?
180.
I got 50 pounds on you. So
okay, that's a bit.
That means I'm squatting more weight than you. I have to lift my own body the extra 50 pounds.
No, that's not how that works. It just means you have 50 pounds of muscle.
I am walking around with 50 pounds.
And you only have to squat this far.
How tall are you?
I'm the same height as John. I'm 5'10".
We're the same height.
Oh, and why does it always look like John's taller?
Because he wears shoes and I don't.
Oh, well, that's a mistake on your part. However, for everybody in my chat and this chat, Iron Sanctuary is one of my favorites on here. He's number one in my heart, and John's number two in my bowels. So super appreciate it. Glad to be here.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. And, first off, we want to say thank you for your service. Thank you for taking the time out of here. And thanks for all the stuff that you've done kind of for not only your community, but so many amazing people in such a short amount of time. So,
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I don't belong here, so I figured I might as well just give it all away. Speaking of, that guy that was in here, I was hoping he would still be in. I was going to ask him how much they were trying to raise. We can figure something out there. Just based off his voice alone, I want to give him money. So
his voice is awesome, isn't it?
He started talking. I was like, "Why?" There's some tingles going down on my no parts.
Yeah, mine was twitching every time I hear it.
When he was talking, they were my yes parts.
I already finished.
Yeah, so we'll keep in contact. I chat with him just about every day, so we'll see what we can do to help him. I got a couple ideas too through Beard Law, so I think it's going to be a good thing, and they're amazing causes. So Brandon, if you're out there, be ready. We're going to do what we can do to help you. And one question to kind of get everything going, I ask the same question to every guest, because eventually I'm going to put a collab together, or Logan, I'm going to teach him how to use a computer. So just one question is, what got you into TikTok?
Oh man, I feel like I've told this story a bunch. Basically, I went to my little brother's birthday party, and he's 10 years younger than I am. And solid comment. And basically, they were all talking about how one of their buddies got a video that had 30,000 views, and it was like he was the coolest kid in school. And I was like, I'll start a TikTok. I'll try to get like 1,000 followers, and my brother will think I'm cool again. And then I got 1,000 followers in like a day and a half. And then I got 10,000 and then 20,000. And then I was like, I hit 60,000 and I was telling people I was famous. So that was 1.2 million followers ago. And I just kept going, and people seemed to really respond to it. And I just got better at telling stories, and the views kept going up. And now Iron Sanctuary, a man that I watched when I first got on, is now in a chat with me. So that's crazy.
Flipping you off at everything too. Like, it's like
that's
dreams
fine.
do come true.
Well, I don't know if I'd call this a dream. I mean, it's definitely not a nightmare, but it's like one of those dreams that you remember and you're like, nah, that's pretty cool.
Like one of those.
You tell like one or two people about it, and then it's you.
Yeah, like I called my mom or my dad. I called my dad and I was like, yeah, dude, like me and Iron Sanctuary were friends. And he's like, who the fuck is Iron Sanctuary? I was like, it's not cool to you, but it is to me.
No one fucking knows who I am. I'd be like, oh, I'm Iron Sanctuary. Like, who the fuck is Iron Sanctuary?
You ever walk around town like you actually mean something and nobody notices you, and you're like, oh no, I'm TikTok famous. I'm not actually famous.
I forget sometimes, honestly, because like I spend so much time inside my own house that when I go grocery shopping, I go grocery shopping as a guy who needs to go grocery shopping. And then all of a sudden someone freaks out and wants to take a picture with me. I'm like, oh crap, shit, I forgot, I'm famous. I got spit up on my shirt and peanut butter on my fucking beard, and I came here for toilet paper and paper towels.
And jergens.
And jergens.
Yeah, no.
Jergens.
I had to go get Miralax for my dog today as I was walking through Target. I'm like, somebody's going to notice me. And I'm just holding an laxative just as I'm leaving Target.
See, my dog had the opposite effect going the last couple of days. Don't know what he got into, but there was just shit everywhere. Just like, you know, an amateur doing 405 in the squats. I'm sure there's shit everywhere.
No,
I don't go to the gym much, but
I'm sure one of these. Oh, go ahead.
So the 60-second vlogs was something that you kind of came out flying with, and you kind of said that you've gotten better with your story times. You were pretty good right out the gate. Not gonna lie to you.
They were slow. So I mean, and go back to my beginning, and this is self-critiquing, but you go back to my beginning ones, and there's always in between each clip, there's a gap. Mm-hmm. Whether it's like half a second, there's space there that I'm wasting. Yep. So the 60-second vlogs, I realized very quickly is an impossibility to get. Either one of two things happened. I had way too much happen in a day to do in 60 seconds, or not enough to, do that. So that kind of evolved into work stories. And I've been doing the same job forever. So I had so many built up. So all my work stories are 100% true. Now not all of them happened that day, but they all happened. Right. And then I'm kind of running out of those. So,
yeah. Why are you running out of them, Jake? What's causing you to run out of work stories? Are you,
I quit my job. Everybody knows I quit my job because they got corporate buyout, big dickheads. So I quit, and then now I'm still doing the same job. Actually, I can't do nothing. I get very cabin feverish. I'm just doing it as a contractor now instead of for the company.
Nice. So you're a Cubs fan, huh?
Oh, Cubs, Bears, Bulls. Yeah. So I'm from Arkansas, but my dad and stepdad are both from Illinois. So I grew up watching Chicago teams.
I was to say it's kind of like me. I've been in New York pretty much my whole life, and I'm a Pittsburgh fan. Steelers, Pirates, Penguins. So I mean, I have to rival you at least in a couple of those. But who would you say is your all-time favorite Cub?
Sammy Sosa. That right there is a Sammy Sosa Beanie Baby. Only 10,000 of them were made, and I was like, one day it's going to be worth money, and that was $2 when I got it. It's worth $12.99 now, so I'm really banking.
If you go by percentage, that's a huge increase.
$12.99 or 12.
Yeah.
12. Okay.
Yeah, no, $12 and that. What I'm saying, if I bought all 10,000 of them, I'd be doing great.
Yeah.
But unfortunately not. And then I almost got it signed from him, but he's kind of a dick. But he's still my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, most of them are. Barry Bonds is my favorite, so I can relate.
Ayo.
Yeah, just a bunch of guys. Hey, if it wasn't for Sosa in that home run race, probably wouldn't be baseball right now, even though there wouldn't be
Barry Bonds like we know him if it wasn't for Sosa and that home.
Mark McGuire. Oh,
McGuire and Sosa.
Mark McGuire. What was the other guy? Oh, Rodriguez.
A-Rod's a douche.
A-Rod. Yeah, I think if you're making $150 million for like 9 people to watch you play a sport that's really not that interesting, you kind of have to be a douchebag.
No, baseball is interesting for like I can only watch my team. I can't like football. I can watch any game.
Exactly.
Oh, with baseball,
like
160 games. And it's just like I'm not watching 100. I'll keep up with all 160 games of Scorecast, but I'm only watching baseball on like during the playoffs.
No,
so
Frank Thomas, he was a beast too.
I watch 2 or 3 games a night.
Same.
2 or 3 baseball games a night.
Yeah, I try to. I listen to them at work. I listen to them at work, and then I'll watch like a 7:00 game, and then I'll watch a 10:00 game because it's like 10 o'clock over on the West Coast. I'll watch like a Dodgers or Giants game. My wife doesn't like me.
Why?
Yeah, why?
He grew up. It's like in his blood. His father.
It's hard to describe.
Yeah, his father was a longtime coach, and
oh no, my dad's the same way. He loves it. I just don't get like that. Like, I don't.
Well, I don't have a whole lot. So put it this way: I don't have a whole lot to do because computers ain't my thing. Like, I could be spending that time doing TikTok videos, except I choose not to, and I instead yell at my
You
TV.
think you're better than us? Do you think you're better than us?
That's what I'm hearing.
No, he knows that he's not anywhere near us, and I've tried to teach him what I know, and he's just like, I mean, granted, he's on an iPhone 3, so it's really tough.
It's a 5.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, it's an iPhone 5.
Yeah, Molly, don't pollute the internet with anything you film on that.
Yeah.
Wife,
I think my Razor from 2000 is better than that thing.
Probably. My wife, Rob Gronkowski'd this into the floor because I was laughing at her that she lost her phone this like 2 years ago. So she like took it and spiked it in the floor and it shattered. A different one, obviously. So I went and got like a better phone, like a G whatever the hell it was, and it was way too complicated for me. So I turned it back in and went back, and I was like, I need another i5. And the guy looked at me and just started laughing. He's like, "Are you fucking serious?"
And this man is running a podcast.
I don't really have much worth to.
Well, this podcast is streaming currently on MySpace and Friendster.
Yes. AOL Instant Messenger.
I was just gonna say you can try to warn us and everything on AIM, but
yeah.
To all the kids that have no idea what that is, Google it or ask your parents. They'll know exactly.
Well,
you
have to be my age to understand that shit.
So
you don't have to be your age. My age. I grew up through. I mean, probably same with Jake too. We grew up through the entire transition from the whole AOL thing into like how the internet is now. There were no cell phones when I was a kid. I mean, there were, but like they were like that big.
Yeah, I didn't have a cell phone until I got to college. But I stopped learning.
I stopped learning right now.
Yeah, pretty much. I stopped learning about computers when I was like 20 years ago.
How old are you?
Too much technology.
How old are you again?
39.
Oh, that makes a little more sense. Okay.
Jake, how old are you again?
I'm 28.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I know you're like right around the same age as me, but I mean we're also getting to that point too, where like there's a certain threshold. You get to a certain age and like technology keeps like progressing and then it scares the crap out of me.
Oh, I build PCs, so I try my best to keep up with it because I kind of have to know what the hell I'm doing. But no, you're right. It's like my little brother will come to me with some shit. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Even TikTok. He came to me with TikTok and I was like, what the fuck is TikTok?
I had to ask my wife how to use Instagram and TikTok. When I first started Instagram and TikTok, my wife was like, she's like, here's how you do this on Instagram. Here's how you do this on TikTok. And I was like, okay, cool. And then now I'm a wizard at TikTok and a wizard at Instagram. But Jake's like, oh, you follow me on Twitch. And I was like, I have no fucking clue.
No, 100%. Like, in Ariel, she's like, why don't you do stories to where like you show part of your life in your stories on Instagram? And it's like, because I still don't think I'm a social media guy. It's just not where I belong. And
but how many followers do you have on Instagram now?
about 100.
Okay, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
You're a social. Anyone who has over 50,000, in my opinion, is a social media influencer. Whether you're
yeah, 100%. I mean, but like I know how to weld, but I'm not a welder. You know what I mean? I know how to social media, but I'm not an influencer.
Yes, you are.
Okay, well, let me be humble for 2 seconds.
Yes. Okay, I know, but I'm the same way as you. I'm the same way with you, like as you when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because like when I remove myself from the whole like the picture, when I don't look at the following that I have or like the followers I have on Instagram or TikTok or anything like that, when I remove myself from that, I don't feel like a social media influencer. But then 100%. When you look at it from an outside perspective, you're like, no, that's a huge number. Like to have 1.2 million, 100K on Insta, that's enormous numbers. But really because it didn't just happen overnight, it happened gradually. You like earned it, you gained it over a period of time. So there's no big shock like, oh my God, I'm famous. It's like, no, I've been working towards this certain point. And then now I'm at where I'm at. But when you look at yourself, you compare yourself to other people as well. So I compare myself to people that have, 10 million followers on TikTok or 1 million followers on Instagram. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm nowhere near that.
As far as TikTok goes, when it comes to creators on there, I think you're probably the biggest, or at least in the top 5 biggest, that aren't dancers. You know what I mean? That aren't lip singing, that aren't dancers. Shit like that.
Have you ever seen this guy dance though? It's pretty mediocre.
I swipe so hard, but I think me and Iron actually had the conversation last night, I think, or the night before when he told me about Twitch. He's like, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know how that works. And I told him, I was like, yeah, it's like you're just like me. We don't belong here.
But we're here.
But we're here, and people are buying merch because of me, which blows my fucking mind.
That's why you guys are here, because you're different. And because you don't suck at life.
And
different in a good way.
Yeah. I portray that I don't suck at life. I very much suck at life.
Well, that's what I meant.
I don't even portray that I don't suck at life. That's kind of my whole thing.
I just record the good stuff. That's why I tell people, they're like, oh my God, your relationship with your wife and your daughter's perfect. I'm like, it's all a sham. I was like, my wife is only staying with me because of the followers. That's what Jake said. Jake's like, no, she can't leave you now because, like, she's obviously
like, this is going somewhere.
This is going somewhere.
So obviously you have done some TikToks with your Chevy truck. So why are Chevy trucks better? Because you drive a Chevy truck. I drive a Chevy truck. What kind of truck do you drive? Chevy truck. And what do you got?
Yeah.
I drive. Me? Oh, I drive a Ram.
Oh, okay.
Well, see, just like his phone, he's in the past. So,
and have you seen the new Dodges? They actually look like Chevys.
Well, here's the thing: the new Dodgers actually look really good because every time you see a 2500 in a Dodge, they look like a fucking work truck. Doesn't matter if you have the high end or the work truck version; they all look exact. And then with the new trucks, they started throwing LEDs in them, and they actually look decent, and the interior actually looks better. But here's the thing: if you want a really powerful truck that's going to go really fast for about 12 months before you have it in the shop, get a Dodge. If you want a truck that's going to run you forever, drive smooth as shit, and just be sexy as fuck on the road, you get a Chevy.
And have no fucking power. But I mean, whatever.
Power. Hey, listen, actually, my truck's not stock. So anytime you want to hook up, just let me know.
I was going to say, I got an 09 Duramax, and it's a 1-ton. It's got well over 1,500 foot-pounds. It is not stock at all.
No. So, I mean, and we could be measuring PPs all day, but at the end of the day, if I put my truck next to your truck, I think I win.
At the end of the day, we're all still sitting here doing a podcast.
And at least we're all driving trucks, I guess.
And everyone, at least we're driving trucks. Okay, I will say this. It doesn't with Chevy, Dodge, Ford, whatever you drive, even some of the type, like the
Stop right. You're fucking it up. You're fucking. No.
not the Titan, the Tundra.
The Tundra? No, see, you missed it.
Cummins
If it's Ford,
Tundra. Hold on. The Cummins Tundra is the only one because it's
no,
Cummins.
that's not. That's
Stop
that's
it for a
the
second.
Nissan.
Just stop it for a second.
That's
We
not. That's the
can-
Nissan. That's
We
the
can
Titan.
all agree that the Honda Ridgeline is the absolute worst fucking invention in the entire world.
It's just a small avalanche.
Yep.
No, for me, it's like if you drive Ford, Chevy, or Dodge, it's good. Just don't come at me with any of that Toyota bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
And this was more or less a shot at
The only reason I threw in the Tundra is because I have a buddy who's got the new Cummins Tundra, and it rips. It's bad.
It's not the Cummins. It's the you were right the first time. It's the HD. Or the XD. The what is it called? It's the Titan XD.
The Titan
it's got,
XD.
it's got the little Cummins in it. Yeah,
The little Cummins,
3.4 liter. Yeah,
It's got some get up and go. Dick measuring to the
Dude,
max. Duramax.
the new 1500 Chevys with the little Duramax in it. Those things are sick. I'd
Yeah.
never buy one, but those things are sick.
I don't see the point of buying a Duramax if you're not buying a 1-ton.
Well, I actually have my eye on a ZL1 right now, Camaro, ZL1 Camaro, and
Yeah.
then Jasmine happened, so now I no longer have my eye on a ZL1 Camaro.
See, I was looking at a couple different, like when we were looking at when we got the Denali, we were looking at some other ones. We were looking at like some super high end Tahoes and stuff like that. And we ended up going with the Denali because I mean I'm hella fucking bougie and I need like heated. There's freaking air. The car seat is heated. It's got 2 TVs in the back. You press buttons and everything opens and closes.
The
for
high
you.
countries are up there, and then the Premiers.
Yeah,
Premiers are up there too. But no, Denali is the highest class. I mean, it's Denali's.
it's a Cadillac basically.
However, I just realized this last week because my buddy's looking at getting one. The new Lincoln Navigators are a whole new fucking level of bougie. Have you seen those things?
Okay,
Whole new
so
level.
what's funny, every time I don't know why, every time I think of Lincoln Navigator, the only Lincoln Navigator I can see is the one that Ice Cube drove in Are We There Yet that had spinner. When I hear Lincoln Navigator, I immediately think Ice Cube driving a Lincoln Navigator with spinners on it, and the kids just spill a shitload of food and coffee and stuff, and they just ruin his car.
Oh yeah. So
No.
It's
Go
okay.
ahead.
See, Dalton.
So not to transition from it, but I'm going to. So what's a mudslide? Because I remember in a video before you were asked this. So for anybody wondering, I'm just curious what a mudslide is.
Is this podcast rated R?
Yeah, you have to click the little button. Yeah.
Okay, so a
Have at
mudslide,
it.
as far as it goes, is when you're hitting somebody in the booty hole, and when you pull out, other stuff comes out with it.
So this was something that that he was asked, and this is a very weird segue and kind of a reach, but you've done the bomb sauce twice.
Yes.
So you now realize what they're going through from hot ones. And I think everybody wants to know, does it come out just as hot?
Now, and I've had people who like hit the bomb sauce, and some people deal with spice really well, and I deal with spice really well up to a point, and then after that point, I'm a little bitch. So
Yeah.
it's like I love hot sauce. I put it on almost everything, but then you hit me with the bomb, and I put way too much on, honestly, and it hit different. And then what happened is one of my followers sent me, they make their own, and I'll have to, it's around here somewhere.
Is it
Like,
clear? The clear.
No, it's not clear. I don't know what it is, but like the label's complete. It just looks like a black piece of paper. And I'm like, that's not even a label. But then when you put it in the light, it's imprinted into the black. It's like a skull and crossbones, and it like says you're fucked on it. And I tried literally just because I'm gonna bring it to we do parties like that all the time with the hot wings, and we just bring different hot sauces.
That's
And
awesome.
I took a little dab, literally just on the tip of my finger, put it on my tongue, and I was incapacitated for 10 minutes.
Well, I
That's
remember.
bad.
I remember when I remember when I was younger. We were somewhere in like the Myrtle Beach area, and my uncle, this guy goes, this backwoods kind of like diner chef, was like, "Do you like hot sauce? Do you like hot sauce?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Here, try this." So he gave him just a little bit on the end of a toothpick, and then as he did it, he took his drink and he goes, "Try this." And he did that, and he was in so much pain for a little bit. And he goes, "You trust me." He goes, "You're gonna hurt so bad tomorrow morning. You're gonna need to probably stick your bum in the ocean, and you're gonna need to be there all day."
No, I have a good wife. She blew on it for me, so it wasn't so hot.
Oh, that's good. There's so many ways to take
That's a
that.
great wife.
Yeah, that's a great wife.
Great wife. Yeah, but I mean, pretty much anything other than your wife is great.
Oh, what just happened? What do I not know?
You missed it.
Go back to episode 49 pre-show for a little more, or maybe it was an after show.
I can't remember.
But
I
there
don't
was an
remember
inside joke.
if it
If he
was
doesn't
on
remember,
that.
then it was after show.
Yeah. But anyway, there's a hot sauce shop in Leavenworth, Washington. You've probably heard of Leavenworth. It's like a German town in Washington State, in the mountains and stuff. But there's this hot sauce shop. They sell a bunch of like other stuff in there too, but they have this one that's like the highest Scoville unit that you can get or whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna try it. Like, not a big deal. I love hot sauce. Like, I mean, I put sriracha on everything, which isn't really hot sauce, but like I like hot sauce. And the person in front of me did theirs, and it was the same one that I was about to do. And he put a teeny tiny bit on a toothpick, and he put it on his tongue, and he started his eyes watering, ran out of the shop. And I'm like, oh, this guy sucks, right? Like, this guy can't handle his hot sauce. Well, either could I, obviously. So I decided this guy's little toothpick amount was not enough for me. So I ended up putting a very large amount on a toothpick. Oh, no, it wasn't a toothpick. It was a pretzel. I dipped the entire pretzel in the hot sauce.
For my entire stream, what that is Iron Sanctuary is a piece of shit. If you got nothing else from that story. If you shouldn't have 5 million followers, follow me instead. But I think anything for the followers.
I have a hot sauce that I use regularly called Shit the Bed. And it's Shit the Bed hot sauce. It's like 40,000 Scoville units or something like that.
It's warm, but nothing bad.
Yeah, it's not super hot, but it's hot.
There's this mango one that I do that's pretty high on the Scoville, but because it's sweet, it's not too terrible, and it tastes really good. But so if you can stomach the heat, it's the best hot sauce out there. Put it on my eggs.
There's some hot sauces that are like, oh, we're just gonna make this the hottest hot sauce in the world.
Yeah, nobody eats it legitimately.
So we're on obviously we're on the Talking Beards network as well. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it, but upcoming we do a show on F It Friday every once in a while. It's called Talking Poop. So it's an hour of just talking poop. But we're going to do the one chip challenge. I don't know if you've heard of this.
Yeah, the hot chip.
So if you're interested, we're looking for a couple of people. We want to get around 8 to 10 people. Do the one chip challenge live. So if any of you guys or you guys know somebody that's like the hot or whatever, let us know, and we'll send you guys one, and we'll do the one chip challenge.
I'll do it.
I have a toe of Satan sucker too.
I've heard that one, yeah, because Aaron on the show, he's the guy that eats all the hot shit from the peppers. Like, he goes to the beard competitions. He won like a national beard competition years ago, and he just will find the hottest pepper and just poop. But then it always comes to the poop stories and everything like that. But
as you get older, like, I've been eating hot sauce for like almost 25 years, like on wings, like celery, hot sauce and stuff like that. Not the hottest stuff by any means. I love me some good spicy stuff, but by the time you get my age, your asshole just hates you. Like, you wake up.
It's called prostate cancer.
Yeah. No, it's probably.
He checks it himself every day.
I was a homeless.
There's no way anything is stuck in there.
I was a
homeless
good
wife
for like 4 years. My asshole already hates me.
Yeah, but like now you wake up and like before you even move, the one thing that wakes you up, if I go out and eat a whole bunch of wings and stuff, the one thing that wakes me up, not that I drank and I have to pee, not that my kids are jumping on my head, it's all of a sudden my butthole starts hurting.
No, I think that's specific towards you, bud.
Yeah, probably. Doctor.
Wait till you're
My
39, buddy.
Doesn't hurt in the morning. I get acid reflux like 75% of the day, but
that's how it starts.
I eat.
But here's the problem, Logan.
You should record yourself while you sleep. Something might be happening to you while you sleep.
Yeah.
Every morning.
Demon is hitting it from behind.
That devious face sticks to the
Yeah.
So Logan, the problem is he's never gonna probably hit you 39 because he's a leap year baby, and maybe he's the only leap year baby you're ever gonna meet. But he's like 7.
I had a friend. Okay, Jake, you are a leap year baby.
Yeah.
One of my best friends, he's dead now, so he won't reach that age anyway. But one of my best, all
right.
He was a leap year baby, but it's pretty common.
Bringing the podcast down.
Yeah, I got his initials tattooed right here because he wore sunglasses all the time, and then he died. But he was also, that's the only other leap year baby I've met. So you're not allowed to die.
Hey Jake, you remind me of my dead best friend. Thanks, bud. Super.
Well, now you can't. Yeah, you can't.
You're not allowed to die now because
That's fair. That's fair.
You can't have the same birthday.
I've done like a dozen TikToks about how other people shouldn't off themselves. I don't plan on doing it anytime soon.
Well, no, he didn't off himself. He overdosed. But like it was like right after my other best friend overdosed. So
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Let's transition
This
to
got dark real quick.
Yeah. So I'm a little scared to ask this, but I'm not overly scared to ask this because it's coming to you. How did you get so good at putting towels on like a female?
yeah.
There's a lot of videos where you're able to do the perfect little hair thing, and I don't know. I mean, we've all tried it. Nobody's gonna be here like I never tried it. I've tried it just for fun. I had long hair at one point in my life, couldn't do it, but you nailed the and the.
Yo, I'm bar none, bitch. I do everything perfectly. No, so my wife actually did it for the first couple TikToks, and then I started to kind of learn. And then at this, even she says it. She goes, "You do it better than me now." So I think I've just, and that's the thing. Everybody, I mean, if you've done TikToks, you know how it is. You do 100 takes for a 6-second fucking clip. So I'm sitting there, and then after 3 or 4 times, it'll kind of loosen up. So when I put it down, so I'm doing that 10, 15 times to get that clip just right.
Exactly.
So now there's not a female in the world who has done it more than me. Don't at me.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to challenge him, just do a whole bunch of duets to his video, and we'll see if anybody can beat that.
I will say you're really good at the towel, but I promise you, I look way better in a dress than you do.
That's because you fill it out in the chest area better than I do.
No wonder you fuckers drive Chevys.
Why? Why? Because we're not toxically masculine.
Yeah, no,
it's 2020. Grow up. Grow up.
He's almost 40. All right.
If you met me, you would understand. Neither am I.
I bet you flip your toe mirrors out when you drive around.
Yeah. They went well while you're doing the. How's that ghost trailer? What is it? What does it weigh? 15,000 pounds?
No, that's one thing we say at work because I sell cars and RVs and a whole bunch of other
He works at a Dodge dealership.
Anytime we see someone come in with the tow mirrors out and they're not trailering something, it's automatically, dude.
Have you seen? Okay, so you know when like you're driving by another truck, and because like big trucks, wide mirrors, right? You ever had your tow mirrors out when you're driving down the road because you are towing something, and another truck is driving the other way and their tow mirrors are out? I always imagine like the Sistine Chapel when they're like about to touch fingers, but it's like the tow mirrors touch.
And that's specific to Dodge owners because tow mirrors is not the only thing they touch tips on.
So how many times do you think that you've showered fully clothed just for TikTok?
Shit, man, a lot. Like Ariel gets pissed off too because then I have to dry him. I can't really just throw him in the washer. I guess I could, but I'm lazy. And it's been a lot, and I actually haven't done many shower videos here recently because Corona really just fucked up my aesthetic. I look great with the shirt on. It's all downhill when it comes out, and but a lot honestly. And then my cutoff jeans, unfortunately, my cutoff jeans are almost to the point to where the PP hole is basically almost just non-existent. So it's basically just like, hey, here's my underwear if you guys want to see what I'm wearing today. I would say I would less than 100, more than 50.
Oh, nice. That's a lot of them.
Yeah.
So if you could only eat Chick-fil-A or Chipotle, one of them for the rest of your life,
Chipotle.
which one are you picking? Oh, I didn't even have to think about it. See, I thought that was going to be at least a little hesitation.
Nah, not at all. So Chick-fil-A is good. I mean, the Lord's waffle fries always hit just right. However, as far as lifting goes, and I think maybe Iron can attest to this, a burrito from Chipotle, if you do it right, it's high in protein. It's got a lot of energy in it, and it's somewhat low in carbs if you don't get rice, and I never do. I get both kinds of beans, double steak, and then a little bit of cheese, and then hot sauce. Well, hot. But Chipotle, like there was, I don't know if you guys remember this. A year ago, Chipotle did this thing to where if you went and bought a burrito like 20 days in a 30-day period, they'd give you free catering like for 60 people.
Wow.
I got that in 20 days. So,
So when's the party? I'm in.
I actually let it lapse because I almost thought about doing it for just me because I'm kind of a fat fuck. I don't go to the gym. I go to the gym for 2 reasons. Fuck aesthetic. I go to the gym for 1, anger issues, and 2, because I eat too much.
Yep.
Like that's why I go to the gym.
Reason.
Yeah.
And lifting heavy makes you less angry.
It takes the testosterone out of you.
It is. It's like, and then people are like, why do you spend so much time at the gym? Because that's 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, where the sad voices in my head aren't there. So it's just, perfect.
Yeah, and instead it's corn blaring into my head. But
when you said,
I
was gonna say, when you said Chipotle, like when you talk about lifters and Chipotle, you know who Matt Ogus is?
100%. Yeah.
Okay, so he is like 100% like Chipotle, and that's where I started eating Chipotle.
It's the easiest after work. I mean, I can't say it's healthy, but it's the easiest after workout or even before workout if you're gonna lift real heavy. And that's all I do. Like I lift heavy. I can run a mile in 6.5 minutes, and then I can't run anything more. So
that's a good.
You know what I do? You know what I do for cardio, Jake?
You just lift the weights faster.
Run to the toilet.
Yep, I lift the weights faster.
You just lift the weights faster, 100%.
No, he lifts the treadmills.
Yeah.
Just no. So I mean, Corona kind of fucked me, and it actually got me a little bit out of the gym because I mean, I got a home gym, but it's not the same. 100%. It's just not the same.
The energy.
It's not there. So yeah, now I just started getting back into it, and but yeah, you just go and you lift heavy. You get that testosterone out. Like that's what one of my buddies says. He goes, "Why do you go to the gym so much?" And it's like, because if I didn't, I'd be punching you in the face for no reason whatsoever. So that's why I go to the gym. Since I started going, I've been building this uneven house for about 4.5 years now, and my spine's fucked. It doesn't matter anyway. And I haven't been in a fight in 4.5 years. So I've been in an altercation, but no fists were thrown. Just a lot of me grabbing him and throwing him up against the wall and bouncers throwing me out.
And the good thing is, the other thing too is like the bigger you get, the less people fuck with you. Like I noticed, like when I didn't have a big beard and like fucking was smaller, a lot of people would, try. Yeah, but you like, and when my head's shaved and stuff too, like 100%, like you're.
Yeah, and your truck has handprints on it. You fucking.
Yeah, there's blood all over the truck. That doesn't hurt. But
go ahead.
So clearly you're a Jack Daniels guy, clearly, and clearly you like showers, unlike Logan. You know what I mean? And he has Jack Daniels like it. So I'm curious, what's your go-to shower drink? Because I'm a Miller Lite guy in the shower. I like the beer shower. Miller Lite. And you've done videos with a whole bunch of different drinks, so I'm just wondering, is there a special shower drink? Or
so for me, in my alcoholism, so this is what happens. I drink Jack and Coke a lot. That's normally what I do, and it's actually Jack and Diet Coke. I got to watch this girlish figure, and basically, I have to. So that's what I drink for the most part. Like right now, that's what I'm drinking. 90% of the time, that's what I'm drinking. I'll drink beer if I'm at a party and I'm not trying to get shithoused. I'll drink beer. And then when I'm with buddies and we're just like chilling, having a cigar, like I got a nice scotch. So I have Johnny Walker Blue in my house at all times. Nice scotch and a cigar. If I actually poured some Johnny Walker Blue for a buddy, and he went to go get Coke, and I told him to get the fuck out of my house. So like that's just how it is. And then I get girly sometimes, man. Like if I'm day drinking outside of a pool, you're damn straight I'm getting a Moscow Mule or a vodka Red Bull. I'm getting the Brad drink, the Chode Boy drinks with the vodka Red Bulls. And then that's really about it. I don't drink a whole lot more outside of that. If I drink tequila, I fight everybody. So I don't drink tequila.
Yeah, the tequila and me are not friends as well.
I have the weirdest, like when I used to drink tequila, I would like break out really badly in handcuffs. It was the weirdest thing. It was only tequila.
I thought you were going to be serious there for a second, so that caught me so off guard. And I've heard that joke before, but it was just so perfectly timed.
It was. Well done.
It's almost like he's got 5 million followers for a reason.
I know, it's the weirdest thing.
He's not just a beautiful face.
Well, that's not why he's got 5 million followers.
That's definitely nothing to do with it.
I asked people,
just like me, his wife is way hotter than he is.
You're like the lovable idiot. I'm like, All right, cool. That's how we're gonna play this.
Just don't ever shave your beard. It's your best feature.
Good thing is I'm contracted to never shave it for at least a year.
Really? No shit.
Yeah, well, hella people were like, you should, because of the Jocelyn thing, right? And a lot of people were shaving their beards, but I have a contract with a beard oil company. I can't do that.
I actually pulled that comment because I think you and Youth Fest, everybody was catching a lot of shit, and it was like, guys, this is between friends. I'm not trying to actually call them out.
Yeah.
You know, these are buddies. Now, I wish I could grow a beard out. Where is it at?
You have a little bit of hair.
No, it just everything comes in all patchy. It's like all Joe Dirt like this is fine. It's like a solid like 4:45 o'clock shadow.
Give it time. Puberty hits sooner or later.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think that'll ever happen for me. I
Hey,
just got
listen,
really.
this guy couldn't grow a beard, no joke, till
could-
what? Probably last year, a
Like
couple
two years ago, I was same thing, patchy.
Listen,
It'd grow down to here, but I'd have like 5 strands. And all
I'd
one
rather
day.
be 28 and TikTok famous than 40 and driving a fucking Dodge.
Fuck!
Nice.
So
So,
the 28 thing. If I go back to 28, I'd be fine.
yeah, let's.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably not.
I have a disease.
Oh, that's a question actually for everybody here. If you could go back, knowing everything you know now, go back to let's say 18, would you? Would you?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But think about that. There's no way you could live your life the same way you did. So like for Kevin,
Another
for you,
rule change.
there's no way that you could perfectly get it to where like you'd get your wife back and your kid now. Do you know what I mean? Because the experiences you had in your life.
I know.
Huh?
That's why I want to go back and try it.
Oh. I'm gonna tell Ariel to message Brandy immediately.
I
told
would
Brandon
because
the other day, I was like, yeah, I would absolutely do it 100% different. We should cut our losses now before it's too late.
I would because I would know. Okay, old guy answer. I would because I would know how to find my wife.
Yeah, but it's different.
She's not
though,
watching the show.
because like
I would have visited some of those houses where she probably was.
this is going to get
I would've
super
met her earlier.
introspective. But the reason why your wife was with you was because of all the quirkiness, because you didn't know, because like you go on that same first date, you don't hit it just right. She doesn't call you back. You feel what I mean?
For sure.
So there's no way, even if you hit everything perfectly, like you know her favorite shit, you know this, you know that, even know the best position, it doesn't matter because it's not like that same awkwardness. I feel like every great relationship starts with awkwardness.
Or the scenarios in their life might have played out a
The
little bit.
first date with my wife, I found out her dad died in the landslide by bringing up the landslide. I brought it up. She's like, oh yeah, my dad died in that. I was like,
Oh my god! Oh, and the landslide you brought up,
yeah,
and she's still with you.
yeah. You know that trend? Oh, but she's hilarious when it comes to it. You know that trend where it's like, you're gonna cheat on me. This is my dad. And then like they show funny videos of their dad. She's gonna do that, except just put her dad's urn in like different areas of the house.
No, all she should show is she should show the landslide happening.
Wow.
I got a buddy whose dad died 9/11. And it was literally like 3 months ago. He sent us all a video because that TikTok's trend started about then. And he goes, "Should I post this?" And it was that exact thing. And it was the plane flying into the tower.
God damn.
And then the guy jumping out of the tower. And he goes, "That's my dad."
But that's what's funny is that like because people will look at that and be like, oh my god, that's so offensive. And it's like, why is that offensive to you? They're talking about a situation that happened to them, like their family. That's what,
Is that your boy band?
Yeah, apparently. You know, Pete Davidson does it all the time. His dad died 9/11, and he jokes about it all the time. And people give him shit. It's like, bro, it's his dad. Let him grieve how he's gonna grieve, and fuck yourself.
Exactly. And that's how people do it. I like my buddy, my best friend that died. I make jokes about it all the time because that's the shit that he would do. He would make jokes about his own death.
Yeah.
Right.
I've made jokes about my own death multiple times.
I do it a lot. It's actually unhealthy according to literally everybody.
Fuck
But
that.
here's the thing: a lot of like my military buddies, bro. Like if we ever did a podcast, it'd get canceled immediately. Because, bro,
I know how you
talk
put
is
that in
You're
insane.
fucked up. My dad
When
was
you do that, hit me up. I'll
27 years.
lay the legwork so they can't get canceled. I got you.
No, I'll tell you what, I'll bring them in here, and it'll just be an hour of suicide jokes.
Well, you know, but they know what the thing is. You're gonna have a bunch of people that, you know what I mean, have that same sense of humor. the same military people, the same thing are going to come to that foreign escape and the dark, twisted humor. Like it's a whole different, it's a whole different.
The thing with comedy is that it doesn't. If you don't find it funny, then don't watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the world we live in.
That's not the world we live in.
Right, because we live in a fucked up pussy world. But like, if it's funny to other people and you don't like it, don't watch it. But let the people that find it funny enjoy themselves.
Well, the biggest problem, I think, the biggest problem is the oh, you made a joke about this thing. I'm not connected with that thing whatsoever, but that's offensive to those people, and it's like.
You don't get to decide.
You don't get to decide that for those people. Like I made a joke, like I had made a video about it a while ago. I made a joke about being an addict, like being addicted to heroin. And then someone goes, that's really offensive to like people that have struggles with addictions.
Sure isn't.
I was like, fuck, I should apologize to myself then, right? Because I don't know if you've ever been to an NA meeting, but literally all we do is make jokes about doing heroin all the fucking time. Like
it's a coping mechanism.
It is a coping mechanism.
My buddy, I mean, we make all these jokes, but I still call my buddy every single night to make sure he's still alive. Yeah. So it's one of those things to where like I have buddies who are still in, and they have seen way more than I have, and they are gods amongst men. And they're not the Matt Bests of the world. You'll never hear of them, but they've been shot. So, and these guys are sitting there and they're having these conversations and they make these toaster bath jokes, which are my favorite jokes because toaster baths are hilarious. And then, and we'll do that for hours on end. And then 1 o'clock rolls around and you just give them a quick little call. Hey, how you doing? Not great. Are you going to be okay? Yeah. All right. Call me if you need anything. Yeah. And you can't tell me, or especially those guys, you can't tell them what they can and can't joke about when you're some pussy bitch that got a trophy for losing in soccer. So fuck you. That's how I live my life.
Yep, I agree.
Yep,
exactly.
Cheers to that, buddy.
So, can you, or if you don't want to, I mean, obviously there's a saying that you could tell me, but tell us what GFC means to you and why are they one of the best communities on the internet?
Yo, yeah, GFC literally all started with one because I was still kind of newish to TikTok and I didn't know what was kosher and what wasn't. So in a video, I said GFC instead of get fucked cunt. Or I kind of said them both, but I don't think I fully actually said the cunt word. And then people were like, what's that? What's that? And then I started using it more and more and more, and people just fell in love with it. And and then I'm out here trying to make cunt great again. But I think for me, it started, and then I did a live, and for the life of me, I wish I could remember the user because I would give them money. Somebody posted that I was like, hey, I'm trying to figure out a different meaning for GFC. So we could sell it on that basis. So, people buy it and that's what they can say it is. And somebody posted the Great Friends Club. That wasn't my original idea. That was actually help from a follower. And then that started. And then my followers became the Great Friends Club. And like, bro, like it's insane. Like I'm just some random fucking nobody. And at this point, I've personally donated $30,000 of my own money. The GFC's raised over $100,000. Like it's an insane amount of money, and it's always in such a short amount of time. Like the very first one I ever did, we needed 10 grand for a dog. We got it in 36 hours.
Yeah.
And I planned on donating, and then I didn't because I didn't need to. So what I did is I took the money I was going to donate and I just gave it to my sister who needed her dog needed a surgery. And for everybody listening, animals are expensive. Get pet insurance, you stupid fucks. But and here's the thing: like I love animals, obviously, and I'll tell any like if my dog's 5 and it's a dachshund, they live 15 to 20. She's not old by any means. I can understand somebody putting a dog down at 15 or 16 when they have the exact same issue. That I can understand, but because of the GFs, this is why they're the best. You asked that question. They're the best because without them, I would have had to put my dog down. Yeah. I had the money in the bank in order to do that because of merch sales. And that's all. I don't have promotions. I don't have any. All I have is merch sales. I don't have people donate to me, as I'm sure you guys have seen. I don't do live streams. And mainly because I find live streams boring. I find this fun because I'm able to bounce shit off. Or even what Kevin does, that's the wrong way. Even what Kevin does.
Yeah, that's the best part. It's different.
Yeah, when I've seen some of his live streams where it's with John or it's with other people, you're able to bounce that off and have somebody else there. When it's just me looking into a screen, it's like, y'all, I'm not this fucking interesting. Like, why are you here?
And that's the thing. You can't be on all the time. I mean, like you can be on for a period of time. But for me, and I think you can attest to this as well, when you're not filming a TikTok, sometimes it's nice to just shut your brain off and not have to to be that way through an hour, 2 hour live stream. I get you when you said that, dude. Last year, my little dog, he was 1.5 years old, was diagnosed with IMHA, which is an autoimmune disease where his body was literally attacking his own red blood cells, and it cost almost $10,000 to save his life. And he was 1.5 years old, right? And they were like, "Why would you spend that kind of money on a dog?" I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like,
Yeah, it's my dog.
Well, it's I thought about being super petty about it and be like, I spent that money because I have it and you don't, but I didn't. I stayed away from that. But I think yeah. Well, and that's I don't know, man. When it comes to TikTok and for the people watching my stream and the people watching Beard Laws and people here, when it comes to TikTok, I am more busy now since I've quit my job than I was working a 9 to 5. It's nonstop, and it's like I know Kevin. God damn it, it's that way. I know Kevin has, from what I understand, and this is just from talking to John, from what I understand, you have nothing but drafts. You have a lot of them. I'm just not that creative. Because like every single one of my TikToks is in the moment. I have 0 drafts. So, and I post 3 times a day. And obviously the personality videos take fucking forever. It's a lot of changing, but it takes up a lot of time. And I'm not sitting here being like, oh, poor me. Look at me. I'm social media famous. You're going to work every day. No. My job's still better than yours, 100%. Yeah. But what I'm saying is I'm always busy. I'm going on 6 trips in the next 8 weeks. The first one's tomorrow. So it's like, and then it's just nonstop. And then who knows, after those 8 weeks, like it's still like they just keep adding on. Mm-hmm. And then I keep going because why wouldn't I? It's all followers, it's all vacations, it's all merch sales. I want the GFC to grow, obviously, bigger than it has. I want D-Bad to grow. Look at them pit stains. I want D-Bad to grow. For me in this situation, in the situation I'm in, I don't want to grow alone because why would I want to be successful alone?
Yep.
Does that make sense? Because if I'm successful alone, great. I have all the money in the world. Who the fuck am I supposed to be spending that time with?
Exactly.
I love my wife, but fuck me. I'm not trying to be with her 24/7. So,
and you know what I mean? You're at the age now, like everybody has, not everybody, but a lot of people is like, why wouldn't you travel with people that you can, have a great time with and just absolutely live your life? Like that's what it's about, man. And you guys have earned it. Like you guys have had some shit happen. You guys have been through it all. Like it's well deserved. And why wouldn't you just go and travel and do whatever you want? And Friday, tomorrow, you guys are leaving. That's going to be an amazing time. And there's so many people that are looking forward to seeing the content from it. But you guys are going to be even more excited because you guys get to live through it. You know what I mean? You guys are going to have so much more fun. And the rest of us are going to live through the little bit of content. And Iron Sanctuary is not going to clean any shit. We talked about this already.
Well, I think, and to answer one of the questions that popped up, those COVID tests that I take, they're a little bit more expensive. But they overnight you a thing and you actually just spit in it and then you shoot it back. Yeah. So I don't have to get those brain swabs. I do it that way. It is a bit pricey, but it's the easiest way. And then they send the information to the airlines if I'm going somewhere that needs a COVID test. But I don't know, man. Like this shit's insane. I shouldn't be here, but I am, and I'm gonna enjoy it the best way I know how. And I'm trying to get big enough because I just got my LLC, and this man over here is the reason why I got one. Because if I get big enough, I would like to hire my best friend in the world so he can do this with me, so he can be successful with me, so he can be the guy who runs through my ads and runs through my comments and does that for me, so I don't have to. Because I'm at 1.2 million. I can only imagine what Kevin's looks like. Bro, like, fuck me. Like, I go through it and I just can't. I take the top comments. If you get a top comment and I think it's funny, I'll comment. But it's just at the point now to where I'm so focused on making content and continuing my success that's just kind of where I'm at right now. And I hope my viewers and my followers don't take that negatively. But when you're at 1.2 or 5.5, whatever, God damn it, that guy's at, I think my camera's
You'll get it by
inverted.
February.
I think my camera's inverted. That's why it's all fucked up.
You clearly didn't play enough video games and
yeah,
it.
I have to.
He had an innie, not an outie.
I have to do it the same way I do my TikTok, so they don't think my face is all fucked up. Because this bitch is not symmetrical at all.
What's funny though is it's flipped on the actual stream. So
yeah, you see this fucked up mug. But no, I don't know. I just want to see everybody eat and not just me.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great thing. So, so
like
we're approaching the end of the episode. I know we could go on and on and on, and maybe people want to continue to, but we try to cut it off right about now. And then if we want to chill backstage, bring people in, shit gets a little weird sometimes in the backstage. But anyways, so what we do at the end of it, obviously the show is all about the guest. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you on the big screen, and you're going to just tell people whatever you want, where they can find you, where they can find the merch, anything you want, anybody that's watching this show to know about you. And don't be nervous. It's okay to be on the big screen.
It's not nerve-wracking. I just already know what I'm going to say.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
You practice it in the shower. Okay, go.
Is it my okay?
Oh yeah.
Don't follow me. If you're already following me, you're a fucking idiot. I'm not worth any money you've ever given me. Stop buying my merch. Get fucked, cunt. Get fucked, stay fucked. Okay, bye. Whoop. Take me off the big screen.
Bam. And that's how it is.
That's not bad. Good.
Yeah, it's all about that. So don't follow him. Stay fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked. Stay fucked. Go, get fucked.
Did you see the newest Chef Sanctuary video I did?
Real quick. Hold on. Hit him with the hard T. All right, continue.
There you go. Did you see the Chef Sanctuary video I just did?
Probably not. I normally see you and John's like a day or two later when I go through your stuff.
It's okay. You don't. I don't watch.
You don't
stuff.
You don't ever show up on my For You page. So I have to go looking for it.
I don't ever look at my own For You page. I have to go look for you and other people that I watch. Anyway, I just did a video where I'm teaching you how to make chicken bacon ranch sliders. And when I went to the next scene, I did the whoop.
Oh,
I've been adding that in every now and again. Someone will be like, "Hey, you did the whoop."
I told John last night when he did that story time, I was like, "I'm gonna get 1 billion ads because you say get fucked, stay fucked," and he's like, "Yep."
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and sure enough, it happened.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, I was going to ask you something, and apparently it wasn't that important. But no.
And what we tell, some of the guests too, like if there's ever a time where, you have something going on and you want to make another appearance on the Beard Law Show, you're always welcome. So
Absolutely.
just, hit us up and just be like, hey, it's every Thursday, 9:00. Be like, hey, I got nothing going on. Maybe I can get on the show for a little bit.
Big promotion or anything like that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll give you 30 seconds.
Honestly,
Wow.
if you ask my wife, 30 seconds is never enough, but it's all I got.
Fair.
Yeah, and we actually had a side.
You got me beat by 20
to see how many times you'd say I
good
digress.
naked. Say again.
So we had a little side bet going. How many times you'd say I digress, and it didn't happen. So there's some good money being paid out on that. So that's pretty sweet.
No.
So thank you so much for not saying that.
Oh, did you take so? But I digress. Is definitely
once I say it, the bet's over.
No. What I'm saying is that the term "but I digress" is in my everyday vernacular, but it's just like obviously in the videos it's pushed more because it's kind of part of me now. Whereas every day I might say it once a day. You know what I mean? So I say cunt a lot though. You should have made that bet on cunt.
Well, we thought about it. We thought about that, but then nobody wanted to count that much. And, there's not a set mod on all these because we're live on all these different ones. It's hard to say be a mod on this one and count, and it was a lot of work. We figured that
How
one.
many folks you got watching you right now?
Looks like about 109, 110.
Yeah.
And then where do you post this somewhere?
Yeah. So what this does is this turns into a live show, and then this gets put on every podcast imaginable, from the Spotify to the Apple Musics to
voice as well. Okay, so it is just a voice podcast.
It'll be just voice on the podcast itself. Yep, which is going to be really good for Brandon and maybe okay for us. But yeah, the live show, and then it's going to be you can rewatch it on any of the Beard Law stuff, the Talking Beards Network, and the original Iron Sanctuary.
And thank you to everyone watching, by the way.
Thank you.
I'll plug it tomorrow or the next day.
That's what Logan says too. That's why he wakes up sore. But So yeah, we're at the end of the episode. Feel free not to exit out if you want to chat a little bit behind the scenes. But seriously, guys, thank you guys so much for everything. And Jake, thanks for taking the time on this Thursday to hang out with us. We appreciate the hell out of it. Logan, Iron Sanctuary, you guys are amazing.
I did it for Iron Sanctuary, so let's just make that very clear.
Yeah. Now he owes you, right?
No, not at all. Yeah, I owe him. I just now I need a collaboration whenever I come out to Washington.
Yeah.
Ooh. I know I've been trying to get out there, but this whole COVID thing.
Man, Megan is always correct.
It's true.
You
Yeah.
guys are awesome.
Yeah, because if I leave any of the states with
I
my
know.
job, like I'm just quarantined forever, so that sucks.
See, that's what you got to do. You just got to get bigger on TikTok and then not have a job.
That'd be sweet. Yeah, maybe someday.
Do you also suffer from intense narcissism like me, Jake? I feel like you do. Just because
bro, there is nobody in the world that is more humble and more narcissistic than this guy.
but like both at the same time.
At the same, I think they call it split personality.
Yeah. Okay.
Is what I
wanted to
got.
make sure.
How many personalities are you up to? 8?
8, and hey, for a treat for everybody watching, there's 10 in all.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
The other 2 are planned already. I just got to do them. The 9th was supposed to be announced this week, but then the dog shit happened. So that'll probably be next week.
Yeah, and all kidding aside, I'm glad things worked out really well for the dog, man. Honestly,
Yeah, well, we're not completely out of the woods yet.
not out of it, but you know, it's obviously could be way worse, and it's
dude, the people we brought her to. I'm gonna give them a shout out tomorrow. They've been really awesome. But I know you got to end the stream. Go for it. I mean, I'll hang out and talk if you guys are trying to talk. But I know you got to end the stream.
awesome. All right, yeah. All right, thank you guys for checking this out. This is Beard Laws 50. Stay tuned.
50, buddy.
50 times we did this.
Holy shit.
Oh, can I be on the 100th?
Absolutely.
Can I say right now? Can I be on the 100th?
Deal.
Yes.
You guys also, if we say yes live, but I feel like there's a lot of opportunities, and we have these cool little segments we'll tell you behind the scene. So you'll be in here more than
I don't want to be on a segment. I want to be on the 100th.
Deal.
I like it.
Okay.
That's a
At
good
that
idea.
point, at
On the
the
100th?
100th, I'll have more followers than Iron Sanctuary.
Oh, I like it.
Over under.
I don't know.
Over under on that.
I'm gaining 20K a day. I don't know what his analytics look like.
Interesting. We're gonna set the number, and then we'll make sure to let everybody know. And then if you guys want side action, we're in.
Deal.
All right.
Challenge.
We'll figure that out.
And we'll figure that out. All right. Thank you guys very much. Have a good rest of your Thursday. And guys, go follow all these guys if you want. He doesn't say. He says. What would you tell him?
It's just a thing. He wants you to follow him.
Get fucked, stay fucked. I was waiting for another one.
I just want you to buy my merch. You don't got to follow me. Just buy
Hey,
my
don't
merch.
follow him. Just go buy it.
Buy my shit. Make
Buy
me
his shit. And Logan, stand up. Show him your shirt. Go buy his.
Actually, yeah, I'll plug the shit out of that.
Eastern Standard Logan time.
Because this motherfucker
I
can't show
don't
up.
give a fuck.
You call me a narcissist, and he's got his face on a shirt.
Well,
My logo is on my pop socket.
oh,
Same, but
That's-
it's definitely not my
me.
fucking face.
On that note, all right, guys, have a good rest of your Thursday. We're gonna hit you with the outro.
peace.